So Uspa, where you from, my guy?
I'm from Mlas, Kwati, born and raised.
So it's my
In the
Hey, she's over here today. But guys, make sure my things are proper there. Huh? Are you into politics by any chance?
Actually, I love politics, but for entertainment value.
So meaning you are aware of what's happening around the globe and all?
Yeah, I like American politics more because it's more entertaining.
Okay, no wonder I say to you, I hope I'm not speaking to a Didi.
Yeah.
So get it now.
I feel you.
I'm confused a bit la.
Yeah, let me help.
Mhlambe mina ngoba nokuba domnyana Nkosi yami. Uthi wenza psychology.
Yeah.
What graduate in art?
Bachelor of Arts, Nami, to be honest, I've thought about that, but I never really asked that question, why psychology is Bachelor of Arts. But humanities is a field that is associated with Bachelor of Arts.
I don't know how, but when I was in Donning, preparing to come here, I was like, today I'm not going to be having an interview, I'm going to be having a conversation. And I'm proud to say I'm having one.
Big up, man.
And I'm getting school, I'm listening in.
Big up,
It's
man.
quite interesting.
Yeah, man.
My cameraman, don't sleep there. I was speaking too much English or what? Must slow down.
Hey, Brazil.
But yeah, my guy, no. So you got drop, you go sit, you go start and say you want to do music. And then you drop Midas Touch.
Oh, man.
I think when you guys were coming here, we were playing Midas Touch.
Yeah, I heard that on the
So why are you calling me and asking where am I? But
to make sure whether I enter the side or the front entrance, I just had to make sure.
yeah, and then you drop Midas Touch, my guy.
So I always think of that at that level. So I think AKA Casper. Who came up next? It was Nasty C. How big was the gap between Nasty C and Blackie? It was probably like 2-3 years. Right? So for me, I recognize that opportunity. In fact, I wanted to be the youngest hip-hop artist in South Africa. I'm sure so many people had that idea. But Nasty C did it. I was a bit mad, I won't lie. I was like, oh, fuck, he did it. But then also sometimes like, yeah, okay.
So my guy, before Shift goes in Ultra is coming out. What features do we have there? If you are not afraid to say it.
No, there's only one feature. Yeah, it's one feature. The rest, the whole project is pretty much me and my production. Only probably 2 songs. One song is actually produced by some guy with Jay Bird from Cape Town. I met him online through some sort of internet connection type of thing. And most of the production is me. It's been since 2019, so it kind of makes sense.
Sure. Hey, this guy is greedy. He wants all the money to himself.
Yeah, to be honest, I also think of that, especially in terms of songwriting. It's my favorite thing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Shapa fethu kunjani igama Ramington umfoka Siwela Mswati lo mnanzi, and this is the Layout Podcast, and we are back with a bang. Shot manje bafethu, today it's a very, very special episode. Shoti my guy Esnaida today, he took this thing special and wrote to us and said he wants to be part of the show and he wanna tell his story. So the Ramington that you guys know that is talking too much, I hope today is not gonna be talking too much. And I just know Siphamandla and focus on my guy. How's it? Mshapo prayer. I'm beginning my outers because welcome when.
Showcase Versatyl here, hip hop producer, artist, songwriter, NGO runner, running my own company. So it feels good to be alive.
That's not Didi, huh?
Yeah. Don't do it like that.
Mike, are you good?
I'm great.
Now, welcome. I'm welcome. Come on. Let's get it. So, my guy, you wrote us an email, a very proper one. What got into you when you wrote that email?
So basically, ever since I realized when my project is ready and when I'm going to release it, I was like, I need to coordinate a series of places,
Creatives,
podcasts, radio, whatever the case may be, and try to see if I can coordinate it with my project, because marketing sometimes it's all about coordination.
Yeah. Now I must say I was actually impressed when I saw that email, and I was like, okay, this guy take us serious, so we might as well just make it happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Once again, you're welcome, my guy. I'm not talking today.
Yeah, gotcha.
So now, okay, tell us about yourself. Go to Uber no Spa or Versatyl.
Yeah.
So what? Still.
So Spa, I'm 27 years old, 28. How I started my music career, I was in Howard, and I did 1 year. As soon as I started, I was like,
You were doing what in Howard?
I was doing psychology and philosophy as my majors, yeah. So when I started, I was like, okay, I have to assess whether this is my stuff or not. So I finished the year. After the year, I was honest with myself. I was like, there's no way.
Let know wait,
I can't imagine myself.
This sounds interesting. Wait,
Yeah.
Just relax. That's a Kaya. We have.
Okay.
I can say Vinny's there. You see, I can say to you, shout out to Vinny.
Shout out, Vinny.
Yeah. So I can say we have the whole thing. So just tell us who's pals one. Yeah. Well, before spell of music and all these things, we gotta touch. We gotta touch all these things. We have the whole thing. So Uspa, where you from, my guy?
I'm from Mlas, Kwati, born and raised.
So it's my
in the
Hey, she's over here today. My guys, make sure my things are proper there. Huh?
It's funny because when I was young, I was like, inig. I was seemed like a bad thing at the time. But then after some years, people are like, hey, it becomes a positive connotation. It's hey, nah, it's inig.
So when you're growing up in Mlazi, still a bull motherfucker.
Yeah, because I went to schools in Toti and stuff, so I wasn't really exposed to my hood a lot because my family is very strict, so I was always indoors or in the yard or at school.
Sounds like you didn't like that, huh?
I didn't know what I was going through at the time, right? Because I was just a kid, right? I was just doing that, but just going to school, I was always like wondering, why am I going to such nice schools? Why do my friends go to schools? Yeah.
So you come from Toti back to Mlazi?
Every day.
So meaning you don't get time to expose the cars?
Not really, no.
Cool.
Only till later on.
Yeah.
Until later on, especially around varsity time.
Okay. So primary, high school, Toti?
Toti.
Being a nigga.
High school, I went to Brettonwood. That was a nice reality check.
Where's that?
Brettonwood is like Lambil.
Okay.
Yeah, for Britain.
So when I just got a peel up back then, you felt like, hey, why nyale?
No, but not forced. I was just enjoying it, so it just felt natural. It was normal for me. But I was always curious, why am I going? Why my friends all have pools? Why does everyone seem so chilled, ngalana?
Yeah.
But then I go to my hood,
and that's home.
And that's home. You know? I was always confused. So I won't lie. When I was younger, I kind of wanted to be like more white and stuff.
Okay.
I saw it in my mind that was good.
So
right?
okay.
In my mind.
You got me thinking of something because when you were schooling in Lake or Etoti.
Yeah.
And then when you come back to Elokshin, like it's two different worlds. And when you fell in love,
yeah, it was it's the most good looking type of life. But I didn't know the hood. That's the thing. I just didn't know the hood.
Yeah.
So I just knew my streets.
Yeah.
Some of my friends on my streets at the time. Other than that, I was just always at home. It's only when I got into varsity I actually started to experience more life. Because in high school I was still like listening to my parents, still doing sort of the right things and coming back home on time. And I was still a good boy and stuff, just doing my best, trying to pass.
So do you have friends growing up? Did you have friends?
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
I had friends, but not necessarily at home. It was my neighbors, and they had more freedom than me, so they could turn the corner and they go other places.
They were funda up, boy.
Man, they were around. Some of them were in Mbilo, some of them were Konemlazi. So
they knew the hood.
They knew that they experienced the hood for what it was early. But it all worked out well because certain people have certain habits now that they can't kick, and I don't have those habits. I might have them, but there's not as
they're better than theirs.
Not better. It's for me. It's a better experience for me. Maybe they see it a different way.
Okay, my guy. So it's after matric. What's happening? What's the story?
In my mind, the only thing I want to do is go to Howard. I
Okay.
just knew because it was close. I just wanted to go to Howard. I'd never seen it. I don't even know what course I
You
wanted
already
to
know
do.
the name Howard.
Yeah, I just wanted to go Howard because it seems nice.
Which means you pass a grade metric.
No, bro. Like I'm not shy about my marks. I got like 48 in maths.
That's like what? Like, what's that?
It's 8% above a pass.
I go na mapale rap what?
No.
Okay.
So yeah, only thing I wanted to do was just go to Howard because when I was in primary school, I wanted to go to Kingsway.
Okay.
That's where all my friends were going for.
Yeah.
Because that's another nice Toti school, right? I was like, going to Kingsway. So I tried different schools, again, where they all rejected me and stuff.
Yeah.
And also the funds weren't really there at the time. So I managed to go to Brettonwood and it was like, okay, this is what it's like to be a Bolo.
So when according to you, a kind of like go to Funage Howard. Whereas I go to Howard or what?
I've been that. Just enjoying issue. I wanted to go to Kingsway because it was like the next step all my friends going to. It's probably one of the best schools around that place. So I wanted to go to the best school around that area. And Howard was it. And I was right.
Okay.
So
right. Did you eventually went to Howard?
I went to Howard. I managed to get in. So yeah, you can say in passing because history is pretty good. Yeah, well, it was just my maths. I couldn't do like computer science. I'm glad I didn't.
You clearly didn't do what?
Computer science.
Why?
Because to be honest, I feel like everything fell in line the right way, you know. Because the courses that I took, they suited my personality: psychology, philosophy. I'm the type of person who's curious about the world. I'm concerned sometimes.
Yeah.
Because when I was in high school, whenever I take the bus, right, I look at people's faces and like, why is everyone kind of so seem like upset or like kind of sad, you know? Yeah, well, I didn't realize that I'm growing. So I'm looking at that. I'm like, you know, something's up here. You know what I mean? Something should be different. It shouldn't be like this every day.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm thinking. So I guess psychology and philosophy, what it did help me with was being able to take concepts and actually think about them deeply, and also take another idea and look at both of them objectively and be able to assess, okay, which one is more suited, or which one is more honest, or which one is beneficial, whatever the case may be. So yeah, Howard really benefited me in that sense. Other than that, it was just vibes. It was pretty fun. It was really
so Howard, did we graduate or what?
Oh, we graduated, yeah.
Is it your daughter? Shut up. So you graduated in what? In
Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Philosophy.
Proper, my guy.
Yeah.
Proper. That's
Sounds
proper
cool,
stuff.
yeah.
It is cool.
Yeah,
It is cool. So after graduating, what's the next move?
So during Gesho, my first year, I was honest with myself. I was like, I can't do this. I can't, because when I imagine being a psychologist, maybe I'm wrong, but I imagine myself going home every day to my family and stuff, and I knew that wasn't my life. I knew I needed to have like something flexible where some days I'm not home, some days I am home. I just wanted to have that life where there's a bit of freedom to it. Sure. And yeah, psychology is a bit of a box. It's a bit of a box.
So when you was good reader, my candidate man.
Yeah, sort of. Body language says a lot, but I can't really read your mind.
Talk to me.
Well, I can tell you, you relaxed because you but you seem curious, but the thing is, like, I'm not a professional, right? I'm not a professional.
My guy, the fact that you've graduated, you're a professional.
Well, no. So psychology is entry level. That's one of the things that I didn't want to continue because you have to like do like 7 years. So it's 3 years of undergrad. 3 years undergrad, and then after that you have to do postgrad, and then it's a PhD or something like that, and then you have to do 1 year community service, and then you have to register and pay the people to be a psychologist. I was like, yeah, no, give much.
Okay.
I'm good.
Can you read yourself?
To be honest, I probably do that every day. Yeah. I really think I've come to the conclusion that the more aware you are, and the more stuck in your habits that you want to let go of, that is like a form of hell. It's like torturing yourself. Because when you have something or promises that you want to keep to yourself, and you're not doing that, it means you're aware of it. If you're not aware, then you just living life. You don't really see it.
Yeah.
But once you're aware, I feel like it's your initiative, it's your duty to be able to fulfill that promise to yourself and do the best you can, you know. And so I am pretty aware of myself.
Are you into politics by any chance?
Actually, I love politics, but for entertainment value.
So meaning you are aware of what's happening around the globe and all?
Yeah, I like American politics more because it's more entertaining.
Okay, no wonder I say to you, I hope I'm not speaking to a Didi. So get it now. Fuck!
You don't have to say that again.
No, I get it. So my guy, after graduating, was there the question? What are we doing next?
So, first year I decided that, okay, after 1 year of psychology philosophy, I was like, I'm not doing this. So, in the next year, I tried to discover myself. I started drawing again, just do those things I did when I was a kid.
Drawing?
Yeah, just drawing.
Okay.
Because I used to do that when I was a
Self-taught
kid.
or what?
Yeah, self-taught. Maybe sometimes Disney Channel, because Disney Channel has those adverts sometimes. But I used to try to do that, and I like reading, so I read books on that. Tried to do animation because I felt like, okay, maybe someone's going to take this idea, and they should.
Yeah.
Because Boondocks was really big at the time, and what I noticed is that South Africa doesn't have a cartoon.
Yeah.
So I'm a big dreamer, so I was like, I want to do something that's along the lines of Boondocks, South Africa, or something big. So the technology wasn't good back then with animation, so I kind of gave up. But I wanted something a little bit quicker, so I started writing, making music and stuff. And I was conflicted because everyone was jumping on.
That's your first year, or that's after?
That's second year. That's second year.
Okay.
So everything happened. My decision in terms of creativity started in my second year of Versatyl. So yeah, after putting aside animation, I jumped into music. I'm skeptical because everyone is jumping onto it as well. It's like, what's gonna make me different? Why would I do this when there's so many people right now who are jumping onto it? Why?
And to decide in the genre you want to follow.
Exactly, right? And at that time, trap is still big, but at that time, trap was still like on the up and up, right? The Migos and stuff, up and up. I'm really a person that loves TDE, Absol, Kendrick, J. Cole, Schoolboy Q. That's where I.
Yeah, what the fuck? Let's take it back to SA.
But I'm just telling you from where I.
Yeah. Carry it. I respect that, but let's take it back to SA.
In terms of SA, my influence in terms of music, I won't lie. Growing up, I liked Freshy Ground. On my playlist right now. That's song. You know what I mean? And certain songs, I like house songs. You know what I mean? Like when I was young, I thought it's One More Time by Daft Punk. I thought it was South African because I was a kid. Because One More Time, I feel this.
Yeah.
I was like. You know what I mean? This is like, I thought it was us. You know what I mean? So for me, that was my influences, like in terms of just understanding how powerful music can be, right?
Yeah.
So it all started there in terms of like thinking about music. It's only hip hop where it started like around when I watched 50 Cent on TV.
Cool.
You know,
cool.
And then AKA from the sky to the ground to the floor. You know, Kuli China, and then Double H P with the flows. I love to hear. Every time when I hear WJP on radio, bump it up. You know, if I were about DV, fly, it's a renta hole, yep, another hit.
What would summer be without Java?
You know what I mean? I didn't even know what he's saying, but I knew that this is dope.
Yeah.
This is dope. So my influences music didn't really start from hip hop, let's say. It just came from the original African.
Correct. I get you.
So, and then after some time, as the more I became aware of myself, the more I started thinking about the world, Absol resonated with me to the highest level. Biggest influence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second year, no?
Yeah.
Third year.
Third year, I already knew I was going to be an artist. So my only struggle was trying to make sure I finished this thing, right?
Wait, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
It seems like you already had a kind of lack, you already knew what you wanted to do. Were you considering them, or you were just doing it for yourself, or what was the story?
So to be honest, I wasn't considering them. I was doing it for myself. The only time I was considering them is because after my first year, like I said, I actually wanted to change courses. But my grandma was paying from her own pocket for the first year around 80K. And I think I can't ask my gran to pay another first year for me.
Hey, Mali.
Yeah, well, I couldn't do that. So I stuck with psychology. I was like, I'm going to do this, right? And I finished it. by the time third year comes, I'm already thinking, okay, next year I need to either get a job or what. But by third year, I was actually working at a driving school at the office at SU building. So I was actually pretty happy because I'm a loner for most of that time. So I only made a few friends here and there. And to be able to have your own space and an office was really, really comfortable. Really, really comfortable for me. So that's my space where I got to think about my future a whole lot, to be honest.
I'm confused a bit la.
Yeah? Let me help you.
Mhlawumbe mina ngoba nokuba domnyana Nkosi yami. Uthi boy the psychology.
Yeah.
What career in art?
Bachelor of Arts, Nami, to be honest, I thought about that, but I never really asked that question, why psychology is matched with Bachelor of Arts. But humanities is a field that is associated with Bachelor of Arts.
Okay.
So general studies is where I was at. So general studies is basically pick and choose what you want out of this group. Anthropology, psychology, criminology and stuff. So you can choose what you want within the general studies. So that's BA, that's what it really means, Bachelor of Arts. I'm not sure why it's arts though.
Sagraduate saqeda shampoo ke sesiku music now.
Yeah. So after I graduate, to be honest, I still worked at the driving school.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was my comfort zone. I still worked at the driving school. No, it's some guy who's
It's a blast.
No, it's a Howard.
Okay.
Right in the middle of Howard.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. We had a nice office like a SU building. So I continued there just.
When ulicense gonna tell nini?
Hey, but lapho ngithola this year tabang.
Manje bafundisana abantu.
I was just the admin guy.
Okay.
I'm not really the driver.
Yeah.
I'm just the admin guy. I'm not really like doing too much. To be honest, I should have capitalized and like sacrificed a few paychecks.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking all that at the time. I was just like trying to live like
For the vibes.
Yeah, literally living that life I didn't live when I was younger, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was doing things for the vibes, and then after Howard, like I said, I went to the driving school, and I'm trying to still make music. So for me, with my struggle that I've been facing is that I don't want to do trap. I was really against it. No, I'm not anymore, but I was really against it. So I'm trying to find my own sound. So I'm honest with myself. I can tell when my stuff is not good enough, you know. And I'm still playing around. Third year, I'm still playing around. I have a few songs that are like nice gems, but I still feel like I don't have the confidence. I would go to a session up here, open air, lovely. I was so nervous at the time, even to do open mics. I couldn't even stand up and be like, let me go try it out. I couldn't. I'd love to do it now. Yeah, well. So at that time, Jefetu, I was really just trying to make sure I work on my craft. And I wasn't really thinking my future. I'm really thinking, okay, at some point someone's gonna hear me and I'm gonna make it big in this. I didn't realize what the music industry was. So third year is like around 2018, 2019. Sorry, after Howard, it was like 2018, 2019. So eventually I'm like, okay, wait, maybe I need some funds. Because eventually I left that job because it wasn't paying enough. They eventually kicked him out, indeed. Politics.
But shout out to them for giving you that chance, eh?
Shout out to them. Yeah, you know. But at that time I was really just trying to see how I can go big without realizing it. But I met up with a group of people. One of them was from high school. They went to creative arts. He does engineering. He's my engineer today. Yeah. He does engineering. He works at East Coast Radio. Shout out to Recipe.
This is a Jama Dodge.
Yeah. So I met him, and then I met up with a bunch of other talented people. Polovana, Black Pope, Gosi Rocks. Yeah. All these people, they did something along the lines of engineering and creative arts. So I was with them, scheming with them. We'd go to Howard, my office, have sessions there a few times. And to be honest, I had certain expectations of where we should be and how we should grow. And I'm the type of person where if I go on Google and be like, okay, in order to have a business or whatever, you need to have objectives. I mean, I'll be like, okay, we need to have objectives. And I'll go tell all over, it's okay, all over. But it's even more objectives, 1, 2, 3, since and for me, when I start seeing, I learned through them, certain habits are hard to kick. You know what I mean? Especially if you're not in the mindset of creating a business that's moving forward. Everyone's talking, like, okay, let's make a business.
It's easy to talk.
It's easy to talk, right? But when I'm saying, okay, I'll
active
draft the
part.
objectives. Cool, guys. I'll draft the objectives. Okay, but then let's do it, right?
Yeah.
We were all naive at the time. I'm not better than anyone, ever. But I'm just trying to make sure we get into the right line of, But eventually things fell out with we Lawless Empire Entertainment. It just didn't work out. And 2019 hits. 2019. This is the day that my project started. So I go out with one of my friends. Somebody actually from Howard gave me a pair of decks. This radio station, I forgot the name. They gave me a pair of decks. So I'm out here, got decks, I got clothes because I'm sleeping over at his place.
So get the kai.
Since we get St. George,
St. George, July.
St. George.
Okay.
St. George. And we're chilling, we're drinking, and we're gonna go to another homie's place. But before we go there, we stop and we drink somewhere else, right? And as we're going, we get robbed. My hair's dyed blonde at the time. I got my clothes, my phone, my DJ decks, and they think I'm from Jersey because like, hey, but I was in Jersey.
Hey, the cheese boy,
yeah, well, but
thing is about
I experienced it. I think swim lads, they don't even know, but it's all good. No, it's not all good. They took my stuff. They took my stuff, bro.
Yeah.
So that day, they took everything.
So St. George, what is it?
Yeah, like around 3 in the morning. It was actually my.
Siwela, I get you ask.
It was my.
Shout out, yeah.
Listen, it was my fault. I take full responsibility for that stuff because I shouldn't be at St. George at 3 a.m. just chilling, doing nothing.
Yeah,
with
correct.
Luggage. Don't do that.
Yeah, at least Ngabu.
You know what I mean? But we got robbed. I went home and I'm still drunk and high at the same time.
So be the car, man.
Sing Bulendela, I bought 5.
Show me, back home.
5 and like we shared first. I'm on my phone. I'm like, there's nothing for me to do. They took everything. So I started making music, and to be honest, that's where I started making my project that is gonna be released soon. It started there in 2019.
2019.
Yeah. 2019.
Okay.
It's been an on and off journey. Because what I've realized about being an artist is that it's a daily thing, and some people are blessed to start it early. So the habits, by the time, if you started if you're a teenager, by the time you're 20, certain habits are already instilled in you, right? So I mean, my vices, my habits are just being lazy. That's all I fight with. I fight with being lazy, like YouTube, TV, football. I just fight with being lazy because, that's all I have to fight with. There's no other habits that I need to kick off in order to keep accelerating my career. So yeah, I just after starting my project, you want to ask a question? Yeah?
No, I don't want to ask a question. You know, when you started this show, I said to you, I'm not gonna be speaking too much.
No, I got you.
Even if I look at how I prepared for you, like, okay, how did you got to music? You've already answered me to say you got robbed.
I literally got robbed, man.
So I'm like, okay, I'll let you speak.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
but
I got robbed. And I'm the type of person. I dream about these moments. Because certain artists, I watch documentaries a lot.
Yeah.
And I read autobiographies, and I always.
Mine is coming soon.
Yeah.
Mine is coming soon.
Yeah, documentary. You're doing a docu. Oh, that's dope, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope. I will. So I'm the type of person where my daydream is these conversations. Sometimes if I'm high enough, I'll just talk and just say the story. I just keep not rehearsing the story, just tell my story at that time.
You know, I don't know how, but when I was in Tony, preparing to come here, I was like, today I'm not gonna be having an interview. I'm gonna be having a conversation, and I'm proud to say I'm having one.
Big up, man.
And I'm getting school. I'm listening. In.
Big up,
It's
man.
quite interesting.
Yeah, man.
My cameraman don't sleep there. I was speaking too much English or what? Must slow down.
Hey, Plaziz.
But yeah, my guy, no. So you got drop, you go sit, you go start and say you wanna do music. And then you drop Midas Touch.
Oh man.
I think when you guys were coming here, we were playing Midas Touch.
Yeah, I heard that on the
So why are you calling me and asking where am I? But
to make sure whether I enter the side or the front entrance, I just had to make sure.
yeah, and then you drop Midas Touch, my guy. I was playing it even driving, coming here.
Sure.
You know.
What do you think?
Before you ask me that,
Yeah.
I need to hear from you. You in a way to Midas Touch. Ngiyakuzwa uthi imali siyenza ngemic, all this thing. Ngiyakuzwa, what's happening?
So Midas Touch is the best example of what the music I'm trying to create because Joe shit I like.
Who's the producer?
Myself.
Who did you sample?
Jamalia.
Okay.
I used to think Jamalia was South African.
Yeah.
I used to think Jamalia was South African, but she's British.
Okay.
But yeah, so that type of music, you know when you go into a taxi and you hear an old house song that you've never heard, haven't heard in a long time,
Yeah.
and you enjoy it. Maybe you don't have Shazam, but you're just enjoying it and you continue your life. It's that nostalgia. It reminds me of those times back then when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to create nostalgic music where it's like, oh yeah, I'm from South Africa. This because house is actually international, right? So I knew I could use that as if I'm not going to be a trapper, I know I can go into house-ish. And try to blend my music and rapping with house. Because instead of trying to go to America, I'd rather go to Europe, to be honest. For me, I'd rather go to Europe with the type of music I'm making. So, and that is the dream. It probably will happen in the next year or so.
Don't you think you're making music almost similar to Aries?
What?
The sampling
Look at
part.
my cousin, you see his reaction?
No, the sampling part.
The sampling part. Oh, yeah, maybe. But like most
The
of the
sampling part.
But to be honest, in the whole project, that's probably the only sample. You know what I mean? But that's fair enough. I'll take that as a compliment then.
Yeah, the
Because
sampling
producers are
part.
really good, yeah. I produce my own music, so big ups to me.
So you do everything on your own?
Yeah, so I'm the type of person to try everything, but I realized it wasn't...
Mastering everything?
No, I get someone to do engineering now, recipe that I told you about.
Okay.
He does my engineering, but I try to learn it, so I understand the little basics of it, and it helps understand the basics of something.
So there's Kazelo Midas Touch.
So yeah, Midas Touch, how it happened was, so I was teaching English in Mhlam, right? This was like last.
You were teaching?
So yeah, I teach English now. I teach English from home. I teach Koreans.
Hey, this guy, we need 4 hours, guys. Charge the cameras or something.
Charge them shits.
This guy's been through a lot in his life.
For real. So, Midas Touch, I come home from work, take Mhlam, right? Because my uncle's
Mhlam.
It's my uncle's spot. So I go to Cubana. Is it Cubana or Cuba Lounge?
Cuba Lounge, yeah.
Cuba Lounge, nice Indian place. And I always like the kind of music, right? Because like it's like it goes back to like Jamalia vibes.
Yeah.
So when I was going home, I was a little bit lit, and as soon as I get in my room, I hear the song playing in my head. It didn't play that night. But all I was hearing, I don't know what it is that makes me feel like this. I don't know. So I pull out my phone and I record myself, I don't know what it is. And I do that and then I sleep. Being loud because I'm a bit lit, right? So this was actually early this year.
Okay.
Midas Touch is probably the last song I made in the project.
But it's the leading single to your project.
And it's the best example of the project. So it all works out perfectly because Midas Touch, it's King Midas, everything he touched into gold. Even sometimes when he had that gift, it seemed like a curse, but he managed to, and then it became a blessing too as well. So it was perfect. It was perfect for Ultra. The name of the project is Ultra. So after I recorded my Vienna, I sleep, probably like a week later, I find the sample. I use sing sober. I separate the sample. I loop it and then I play for one of my other guys. He works at Komesa. You know Komesa?
No.
Komesa is an NGO. It's Komesa is KwaZulu-Natal United Music something. I forgot. But it's an NGO that's been pushing here in KwaZulu-Natal for the longest time. Good time.
So we need to care put time.
Yeah, they're up the road, so definitely I can plug you on that. So I send it to him, and he's like, bro, change the key online, because I like working with people that give me advice.
Yeah.
Change the key online, dip it online, and then you'll find the right. That's gonna match your bass. When I got that, I realized, boom, that's a pocket. Now I left it still because I like when the idea is that good for me. I let it marinate. You know what I mean? Because when you have a good idea, for me as an artist, my ideas are probably like my biggest thing. I may not be the best rapper, best producer, but my ideas, I have full belief and confidence in my ideas. So I let it marinate, but then I build the song, I build the beats, and then I wrote camping at least 2-3 times for the song, for the verse, and then I took my third take, because the fourth I was like, nah, singihamba kakhulu,
Too much.
Singihamba kakhulu. Be right here. I was like, okay, this is perfect because it's a nice blend of house, a little bit of pop because the sample.
Yeah.
And it also has a bit of hip hop and also a little bit of trap, just a few bars. So it's just a nice combination. It's a nice blend. I love it.
It's a proper sing along because
Proper sing along. It's for shows because I want to go to Europe. So when I think of Europe, I don't know if you've seen like videos.
I don't know why I had to wear a t-shirt that's written New York.
New York.
This guy's talking about to my Europe. I don't know. It's coincident or what? I'm usually South African.
It's all international. Yeah? It's all international.
Yeah.
So what was I saying, Gonja?
No, it's a blend. You might have touched. It's a blend of pop and.
Yeah, it's a nice blend. So I just thought of myself. I thought, okay, this is the perfect single, so I need to make sure that it's written well. Because what I've noticed about big labels is that they have writers, right? Not everybody has writers, but there's writers, which means for me it makes sense because certain songs are really, really good. Like the songwriting. I'm addicted to songwriting. I love songwriting more than anything. I love chopping and changing and admitting that I'm wrong. Oh, okay.
So you might have touched it, but I know how many times?
Probably 3 or 4. Probably 3 or 4 times.
You scratch.
Yeah, it's good per se, but then I'm like, it's not what I'm looking for. It's not really hitting the pockets. So that's why I write a lot of times, because if I'm trying to be a great musician, I'm competing with people who have writers around them, and sometimes it's hard to collaborate with other artists. At least for me. So I always take things in my own hands. So I write and I write and I write. And I found it. And it was perfect, man. I love that song. I just love it
Before we pass from speaking with the song, I will say my say about the song. I just want to find out a few things. So when you write time and again, who's advising you to say, okay, my guy, this is proper, or no, guy, this is trash, or you just sit and say, this is right for you, and then you decide I'm ready to go? What's the story?
To be honest, the only time I play someone something is probably my engineer. Now, corner, I'm not playing it to hear his opinion. I'm playing it to say, hey, bro, I got one. hey, I got one, man. I got one, because he really believes in me, right? It's not really a yes man, but he really believes in me.
It sounds like one though, but yeah.
But like he does give me advice, especially when it comes to mixing and stuff. That's for sure. I need help with that.
So in terms of lyrical, Nandi, is the song proper? Nobody's telling you that.
Honest, I trust my ideas, man. I've written a lot of songs. Like, for me to get to this point where I'm sitting now, I've written so many songs that some of them.
I love the confidence though. Yeah, but yeah.
Like, my confidence is in my ideas. My ideas, like Outro, for example, how I got the name. I don't know. Do you know Frank Ocean, right?
Yeah.
Frank Ocean, Nostalgia Outro, their project, yeah. I was like, Frank Ocean, I love him as an artist because he could be quiet for 5 years, and then he says, okay, Lollapalooza, sold out. He'd be sold out in no time. And I always admire that, because Kendrick is like that. Kendrick will relax for a few years and then drop a project. He's not really in your face all the time. So those are the type of artists I admired. Because
you don't admire Ricky.
Sorry?
Ricky, you don't admire him.
No, I never said that.
Let me tell you something about Ricky. Ricky has one album.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right?
I never thought about that.
And then this guy will be quiet for the whole year. When it comes December, he drops a banger. It's quiet again.
It's still like this. It's still like this. Yeah.
Ricky's been like that. He has one album. Come December, he's dropping one song. It's gone.
For real. But like, not to take anything away from artists. My
shout out to Ricky and rest in peace to my guy there.
Telepants or something, but yeah.
It's part. Yeah.
But yeah, in fact, I just always admire the artists. For example, Kendrick, you know how big Kendrick is, but he also has a human life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I kind of started like music late in Howard. So I always thought to myself, okay, I want to be big, but I also want to be a human too.
You wanna drop and let people enjoy your music.
Yeah.
And go live your life.
Which means I can't give someone bubblegum.
Yes.
I can't.
Or chappies.
I can't give someone bubblegum. So for me, I trust my ideas. I know when I have something that's dope. And to be honest, I've gone to the point where I really would like to work with other people that are not doing what I'm doing, that are not making the same type of music, so I can learn from them too.
But do you think it's safe to say you trust your ideas, what you say goes? Because remember, you're giving it to abantu abahlukene.
Yeah.
Who will consume it ngendlela engafani.
I think
So, for example, if my camera, I know these ones. This one play English songs. This one I was playing Skuva now. Must can't. So when you drop your project, how do you expect them to receive it? Without them hearing it, but you ask him, fuck it, mama looks like that.
so. If I can answer your question, the answer to your question.
What's
is
up, Fred Love?
I was about to ask someone to please.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll drop it. So, like I said, Frank Ocean, I took Nostalgia Outro. I just dropped the Nostalgia because that's what I'm going for already. And no one has a project called Outro. No one has. Outro is a prefix. So I knew if I can use a prefix as the name of my project, I knew it could last. I knew it could last because how would you define Outro? If Outro is a prefix, then it's ultra something. It's ultra light.
So what is ultra yours?
Ultra is beyond. Ultra is a reflection of my energy and how I think, to be honest. So the reason why I have confidence in my ideas is because they're organically mine. And I know if I can speak what is coming from me, honestly, I know that even if I know that we can resonate on some level in my music because I'm not talking from Jamaica, I'm talking from someone who's South African, all over babezana ngoslam mina ngibezana umuntu ngoslam mina mfethu all over abantu proud am mfethu yabo. So I just like to speak from my perspective and I connect with people. I'm not the most social person, but the kind of conversations I like are really deep, whether it's politics, spirituality, religion sometimes. So I like talking about that type of stuff. So Outro is a reflection of my energy and how I think, and I feel like if I can do that, someone's gonna like it. Someone is gonna like it. I believe to my ideas, maybe to a fault.
So Outro. Okay, let me say my 2 cents. Good song. I've listened to the song. I played it TV. Go Spotify. You see, I don't.
Yeah, I saw the stream go up online.
It's me. Don't worry, it's me. So yeah, I've played it. A very big repeat because I wanted to understand what's happening. Hence, I can even recall who show it to you when I make mining and mic and type of thing. So.
Yeah, with the mic, a macrocosm.
Yeah, it's all like, okay, what's happening? Okay.
That's some life science.
For me, I feel like it's like you say, it's a pop song. It's a sing along. That's what I can pick up, you know. Until I'm trying to understand what it means, but I can't fault the song so far. That has a fault, but so far I feel like. Okay.
To be honest, finding faults is probably a good thing because I'm not where I want to be. I'm not even close to where I want to be. But
it's sounding ngathi ayibalance.
Ushisa now that's ayibalance.
Masokungena wena ngathi phezulu. Ibeat ngathi phansi.
Right, okay.
But bengifuna ukuzwa nasemotini is the same because the TV ngathi okay. Yeah.
Can I tell you the truth, man? Like one thing that I and my engineer knows, I always pressure him with it, bro. Like I want you to listen to this. This is the standard, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, I think he knows too. At some point, like I might want someone else to mix my stuff because I love him, I trust him, but I might need somebody else's hand to make sure that all of those things, which is not my job,
yes,
but my responsibility.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Because we don't throw it to them.
Yeah, we can't be like, oh, okay, and then it's good, yeah, bro. So yeah, I'm the captain of the ship, so it's my responsibility. And you as a recipe, I'm like, bro, can we tweak this? Can we tweak that? I need it to be like this and that.
Recipe, why am I paying, guy?
I'll cook it.
Must cook. Must cook. Must cook, my guy there. Yeah. Hey, one clear on the cheat. Okay. Yes, what Midas Touch? Midas Touch is a lead single.
It's a lead single in my
opinion. Project.
Yeah, the project's Ultra, yeah.
That's dropping on the 1st of November.
Yes, sir.
It's called Ultra.
Ultra.
This will be called on our website. Yes, the layout podcast.co.za. Take us through, my guy.
So Ultra Jomingeshu is a combination basically of my energy. So if I could describe my energy, it's very light. We flow, boy, so we wavy. I always try things keep wavy.
Yeah.
I'm very conscious. My inspiration is Absol, but Absol will talk about all these other Egyptians and the pyramids and third eyes and shit, which I'm all for it, but I need to be able to say it in such a way where I don't say it. It comes out and you resonate with me. What's that? Okay, this nigga's talking on some, some particular stuff.
Let's pick up.
Yeah, but let's pick up. And for me, the reason why my project is like this, it's a combination, you could say, of house, there's some rap in it, But my inspiration is, like I said, I'm trying to go to Europe. I really believe in going to Europe because when I think of Europe, I'm sure you've been online or on TikTok anywhere, and you see someone performing in front of a bunch of people. I'm like, I want to be that guy. I don't really care about being like super famous.
So, do you want to be this guy's M14?
No. I want to be on the stage performing in front of a bunch of like random different people from around the world.
Yeah, there's a guy on TikTok. I even love his song. I'll try to search for him.
Yeah.
Once we're done. I don't know that guy, but he's making nice music. Crowd is full. But who's this guy?
Yes.
What the fuck?
I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy for somebody else. You know what I mean?
Do you think you can't do it here in South Africa?
Oh, I can. I know I can. But what's it?
Which means South Africa is a cap. We need somebody like that.
The thing is, in South Africa, this is how I see it. I mean, there's only a few people who are big in South Africa, right? I'm not going to name them in any particular order in terms of people's opinions, but AKA, you can say Casper there by
Rest in
default.
peace. Rest in peace to AKA.
Shout out AKA. And then, for me, this is how I see it in chronological order. AKA, I'll wrap Kulichana around that because like that's who he came up with.
When Ubalama legend, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm a legend because like, well, what else am I trying to be? You know, I can't just try to be like a young back, So I always think of that at that level. So I think AKA Casper. Who came up next? It was Nasty C. How big was the gap between Nasty C and Blackie? It was probably like 2-3 years, right? So for me, I recognize that opportunity. In fact, I wanted to be the youngest hip hop artist in South Africa. I'm sure so many people had that idea, but Nasty C did it. I was a bit mad. I won't lie. I was like, oh, fuck, he did it. But then sometimes like, yeah, okay,
So
he did it.
So because he did it, how can I reach out to him and say, hey, my guy, give me the recipe, give me my engineer, my recipe.
I think that's part of my game as an artist where I've been such a loner in my music. I've been working things. That's probably the next step for me is to try like actually follow these people, see where they're at, and try hang out with them. That's really like where I need to go.
That's my worry. That's why I'm asking.
That is my worry too. We're all concerned about the same thing.
Immediately you decide this is a hit to you or to us.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I know. It's a fine line, but I like playing with that fine line. I think psychology, philosophy helped me give me that balance where like, okay, I can take that idea. I know that there's a gap between people. For example, Jobu Blackie Manje, Usmamane is on the up and up, right? Is he as big as Blackie? Hard, very hard, because Blackie can do no wrong. When Blackie was
speaking of Blackie just dropped South. Have you heard that joint?
No, I haven't.
Okay, go. I don't want to say anything because they will point it to the podcast, so I don't want to say anything. But me, I listen to music.
Yeah.
I know what's happening.
Can I tell you, in terms of my taste in music, man, like, it's not that I don't like popular artists. I like them. It's just that I like listening to the same music that I listened to since I was a kid.
I still listen to Tiakes.
Yeah,
YouTube.
I like listening to those songs a lot. I like listening to the songs that I really like a lot because I actually learn from them. There's certain dips, there's certain highs, there's certain lows when you listen to a song that you can actually pick up from if you pay attention closely. So the reason why I'm good at this is good at music, and if you love my song to any degree, it's only because of all the artists that I've listened to. It was never me. It was only my influences, for sure, 100%.
Bamba, my guy, Bamba. So, Altria Puma, 1st of November. What's the plan? How are we?
We're going to be right here. I'm probably going to be performing the best set of my life. I'm going to have someone on keys.
Is it a Friday?
It's a Friday.
Is it Rumsindo Friday?
Rumsindo Friday. So last week I hosted. It's so nice, man.
You see the flow is coming nice, my guy.
My team, this is some kind of 9 defense. Jay asked me to. He didn't ask me to. Who oddly chosen goes by a few names. Grease Cartel. He's the one who was like suggesting, oh, why don't we? They needed a co-host. Because they had a female, they wanted a male host, and then he mentioned my name. They're like, yeah, go for it. I'm like, okay. What did they base it on? They only saw me perform once. He's like, shooting maybe how I handled the crowd at the time, right? Which is fair enough. I didn't even finish my sets because of the equipment. They all failed at the time. But
the previous Rumsindo?
The previous, not this one, the one before it.
I was here.
Yeah,
but I was outside. I was waiting for the crowd to get, and then the sound failed.
The sound failed.
Vinny's still here. Vinny, the sound failed.
The sound failed. the sound fell in the middle of Midas Touch.
Oh,
Right in the middle.
that was outside. It was
In the middle of Midas Touch, it fell. So I'm thinking to myself, I gotta come back and do open mic again, right?
Yeah.
But then, Audrey and Jen would say, would you like to be a presenter? They're looking for a male co-host. I'm like, okay, give me a day to think about it.
Yeah.
By 20 minutes, I already decided that, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
You're doing it.
Yeah, but then I just made a place, but it was like a day. So now I'm like, I'm gonna take it because I'm gonna apply the same principles that I did there. So I rehearse, do my research, and to be honest, I did a pretty good job last week. And if that was my first time, trust me, I know I can do a better job next time. It's gonna be so much better. But
Actually, that's the first time we met, then.
yeah, that was the first time.
So how did I know it was you who sent an email?
Because I think I said Uguti, I figured you might.
Because surely you don't know me.
Yeah, I figured you might have been here, but I was talking to the coach Audley about the podcast because I tell him, Audley, I'm working with him a lot these days. So I tell him, yeah, I'm trying to go on the layout podcast. I'm trying to see if we can coordinate it for the first week and I'm
Somebody was listening.
Yeah. And so I'm okay, where are the artists, where nani. It's like okay, now we're Ramington nani. Oh, okay. Immediately, hey, what's up, Ram? You good? Easy stuff. And then the rest is history, right? Because for me, I'm an introvert, but in those type of situations, switch turns on.
Yeah.
I'm extroverted like for days. I talk only like for those type of occasions where it's like, okay, I need to be a certain type of person to connect with people. So yeah, man, that's I did that because I knew it was gonna work out properly, and it actually really did.
No, I think it was a fucking good show. Shout out to James. New Friday, my guy. Shout out, my guy. And then, except that the video was trying to get me drunk.
Suburbs as well.
Yeah, he had a good set today.
For real.
Shout out, my guy. Vinny was trying to get me drunk. I left before the event ended because I need to drive, and he's out here. He's trying to get me drunk, so I had to leave. So, but it was a good show. Are you complaining or what?
No, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I love you, my guy. You know that. So, my guy, doing music. Are there shows and gigs coming up? What's the story?
Yeah, man. So, to be honest,
we're making money.
No, we're not making money yet. I want to, but I realize I have to create value first. You have to create a demand as an artist.
Yeah.
People have to ask for you, and I think this year for me is me trying to create that demand, right? Trust me, I already have a number that I want to give people, right? But the number is only to take care of expenses.
But remember, for people to ask for you, you need to be everywhere, my guy.
So we're doing. That's what we're doing. So,
you need to occupy every space.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm also trying to figure out where else I can perform because last year I was performing a lot. Dropkick Murphys. I was doing a few gigs there with a few homies of mine. Does vinyl.
Kicks Murphys is proper stuff. I wanna go record a podcast.
I love it. The place is empty all the time.
Yeah.
My bad, guys. But it's the events that bring the crowd there.
Yeah.
There's an event that kind of pushed the thing that we were doing there. It called FYI, 4-year indulgence. It's a big event that happens like Rihanna every month, and I want to be a part of that. I'm trying to get more gigs because it's revolutionary. There's only one way to do it, but to be in front of people's faces. I need to create that demand, for sure.
So my guy, before Shifter goes easy, Ultra is coming out. What features do we have there? If you are not afraid to say it.
No, there's only one feature. Yeah, it's one feature. The whole project is pretty much me and my production. Only probably one song is actually produced by some guy with Jay Bird from Cape Town. I met him online through some sort of internet connection type of thing. And most of the production is me. It's been since 2019, so it kind of makes sense.
Sure. Hey, this guy is greedy. He wants all the money to himself.
Yeah, to be honest, I also think of that, especially in terms of songwriting. It's my favorite thing. And especially in terms of songwriting. I really want to get a lot of money from that. I would love to. I would really love to. So,
okay, so we're saying we're launching it here.
Pretty much.
We're launching it here on the 1st of November. Yes. Okay, I think I'll try to make time. I'll be here as well. If you want to see me live, so yeah. So my guy, moving forward. Should I move forward?
Interest.
Who's calling who? Nah, you're making noise, man. It's Vini. Vini is smoking now. It's making noise there. You see this guy. So my guy, I know with him, music, correct, or should I say music is your first priority?
Music is outro is my baby. I consider this my baby. Because I have to take care of it.
You're about to give birth, huh?
I say America la. I say America la. I'm trying to find mine.
So my guy, besides all this, because they must know you've sent a very special email, so we've checked. You have an NPO.
Yeah. Is it NGO or NPO? I think it's an NGO, yeah.
You said NPO, non-profit organization.
Oh yeah. What does G mean in NGO then?
Government. That's a government thing, I think.
Okay.
Am I wrong, guys? NGO. Just do with government.
Yeah, non-profits. Government.
Non-profit. That's NPO.
Right.
Non-government NGO.
Oh, non-government. Correct. You see?
It's non-profit.
No, before we go there, wait. Wait. Versatyl. Oh, my camera. What a pen, you guys. Hey. Before I forget, Versatyl came with a crew with bodyguards. Now, I don't have to see them. But tell me, who are those guys? I don't know.
Yeah,
so in case something happened to me when I leave here, you guys might know.
No, it's actually my family. It's my
Talk
aunt.
to me.
It's my
We're going to
aunt,
start there.
So back there, that's Jack. Who's lying?
Huh? Shout out, Jack. Who's live? Hey, Aries fan. Oh, I thought you were Aries fan. I got you. Shout out, my guy.
Because that's who he is. Kanye. That's my cousin since I was a kid.
Let double Kanye West.
Yeah. That's how it actually came.
Kanye is Ukraine, my friend.
Yeah.
No, you guys with somebody's missing.
Yeah, Chubbs.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, we will highlight him later on. Let's go back to these NPOs and shit.
Yeah. So, how it started, to be honest, I thought about this idea quite a while ago.
Yeah. After Bakman being called.
You say like that. Yeah. After what we go into, so it kind of affects. You have a few people with like a bit of a learning disability challenge, like in terms of reading and stuff. And it was always like it always worried me, especially if it's like someone really close to home, because I went to a nice school. The reason why I'm flowing like this is because of all those school fees they pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I watch something like, for example, my brother who goes to a school in Mlazi, for him not to know English, for me it's a concern.
Correct.
I want to get him extra classes. You know, I can't let him not have the same opportunities I have. He's my brother, but I find him to be the same person. I want to make sure that he's sorted as well. So that's where it comes from in terms of the heart, right? Where like it's a real concern of mine. I actually am worried. I actually want to make sure that my family is well equipped to be able, or the kids in our family are well equipped to handle any situation that they face in the corporate world, wherever they want to go. Right? But to make it an outreach, for me, I was like, why don't I just collect books? I read already. I love reading. That's where my marketing ideas have come from. And even some of the things that I do in terms of business have come from reading. So if that has empowered me to be able to come to the point where I'm sitting in this seat, I'm sure that I can empower somebody else. Because Mlazi only has 2 major libraries.
Mlazi, you see this guy now.
And it was one of those things where, remember how I told you when I was going back home and seeing the difference between the nice white neighborhoods and Mlazi? I would go from Howard now back home, and I'm like, I was chilling in the whole library. We have levels of libraries at Howard, levels and levels and levels.
Yeah.
And I go back to my hood, and there's only 2 major libraries.
It's a camera.
Problem.
That's a camera.
I just didn't. It didn't sit well with me. It always bothered me. Why do we only have 2 major libraries when we have so many schools?
Yeah. We
don't even know how much they are, to be honest. It'd be nice if someone gave me a number.
Is the NPO currently functioning, or it's something?
Oh, it's something that we're building right now.
Yeah.
So I started, all of my companies are registered.
Are you alone or what's up?
So part of the people that, my cousin Yeezy is part of the NPO, and my homie Recipe is also part of the No, it's not like that. It's not like that. So I opened all these things just to make sure that they're there. These entities, I wanted them to be there. To be honest, they were there by default because I needed like people to be a part of the board, right?
Yeah.
So right now I'm kind of still running everything myself, but they're also around to help me.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of me trying to make sure that I try to fill that gap, man, as much as I can. Just donate a few books. I'm trying to collect any books. If you have,
let's ask for the books.
Yeah, guys, if you have any books, please hit me up on my Instagram. I don't have a website yet. Hit me up on Instagram at Versatyl Ultra. I'm sure they'll pop it up here. And just DM me, and then I'll be able to collect them and stuff. Because you're just gonna donate them to like schools.
What kind of books we looking for?
It's a good question, man. Because I was always worried if should we quality control the books or should we just collect as many books as possible.
Because I do have a few as well, so I wanna check.
Yeah. So I feel like all types of books would be welcome, because we also have high schools, we also have primary
I
schools.
finished reading 2 books. I have a teacher's book called Making Billions. I have Musam Selego, How I Made My First Million. I have that. So you want those books?
Yeah, is it the same book where it's other people that it talks about the guy that owns MTN?
Teacher's book, the first one.
The first one, the small one, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I also have it, Kai. I read that book as well. So yeah, all those types of books, they're good, because let's face it, not everybody who is in high school or primary school right now is going to be trying to do.
Okay, correct. You know what I'm gonna do from the Layout Podcast? I'm gonna make time with you. We're gonna go somewhere and they sell books for 10 rand, right?
Yeah, like down there.
Yeah, we're gonna go. I think where I stay, that side. I don't want to say where I stay, but yeah, that side where I stay, they usually have like a book Sunday thingy.
Okay.
They sell books for 10 rand and type of thing, so we can buy a few from the Layout Podcast. But we'll arrange. We'll make plans. So yeah, so which means any book.
Yeah, any book. We'll quality control them. We'll quality control them when we realize who we're distributing to.
So in terms of a cartoon, or are you focused on books only? Or?
Books only, because I just want to make sure, because that's where I come from. I read, right? Not a lot of people around me read, including some of my family members. But so that's my initiative.
So these books, we know what I'll
No, I want to give them to the schools and let it be their responsibility, and hope they do justice.
How do we select these schools?
It's for me it's simple. It's Mlazi. I've got to give back to my hood first.
All of those schools, or the schools close to you?
There's a school literally 5-minute walk from my house in Kichimi Primary School. My brothers is there as well. So to be honest, some of my family members went to that primary school as well. I was just really lucky to go to Toti, to be honest. The time was perfect. So yeah, man, I want to definitely give to that school for sure. And there's also a high school in the same section. There's so many schools that we can give them to. Yeah, man. As long as it's Mlazi for me, then I'm happy.
So when we leave here, even if it's myself, I'm sitting on my own and I'm typing an email, I have a right to request for books. And then I reference your NPO to say we need books.
Oh, that'd be cool. I never thought of that level, because I'm just trying to think of my perspective and giving. I never thought of doing a third-party situation where it's like a request.
What's the Layout Podcast for?
You know what I mean? I'll be appreciative of that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I'll try to push where I can to get these books.
Definitely.
We don't need money. We need these books.
Right now we're trying to push for 100, but I'm pretty sure we can top that.
Okay, we're sitting at how much now?
Like what we got? So far it's my books. Well, my uncle's books that we took from my cousin's house. It's like what, 8-10 of them.
Okay, let's try and see if the Layout Podcast can catch you 20.
That'll be awesome.
Let's try and see. So my guy, I think in closing, not as such, but we're almost there. I want to book for music. How do they catch you?
It's pretty simple. My email's up on my Instagram, and you can just DM me. Nothing too complicated.
I want a manager.
No. I had a manager at some points, but he was managing a group of us.
I want to go manager me.
To be honest, we'd have to understand what knowledge you have.
Go Tembisan. Me no want for knowledge. I don't even have knowledge to sit here and speak.
Yeah, but I don't also take those decisions lightly. I don't want to just a manager for sure.
Uzofika njani pheshe yongafuni ngumanage. Mina planning na connection okubeka pheshe ya mina. Ufuni profession noma ufuni connection.
Yeah, if only manager, but I don't mind having a manager, but a manager's gotta want me. They have to believe in what I do, because I don't want someone who's gonna take Versatyl and make him in his image. He's gotta believe in the captain of the ship and understand, okay, this guy is actually loving and he's doing what he's doing, believes in the music, believes in the idea, willing to push that forward.
I feel like with a manager, there's a, what is this? I'm a swat. Sure. There's a gig as a toilet event lab. uzoba ngeke ufithe lapho.
To be honest, I have a guy right now who's doing a remix of Midas Touch.
Remix,
Yeah.
correct.
So
you see?
Yeah.
So yes, but you umuntu osmart where to channel you.
Yeah.
There's a like you were saying, there's a freshy ground or something. I must feed you there.
Yeah, man. I'm open to ideas, but I don't take those decisions lightly. Because, yeah, for sure.
Today for the future, not for today. You know.
Right now, the burden that I'm taking, not burden, but the responsibility that I'm taking is all on my own, only because I'm trying to make sure that we at least establish the groundwork.
So you are unsigned.
You know what I mean? I'm unsigned. In fact, a label, I probably won't even reach out to a label. If one reaches out to me right now, I'll probably tell him. Okay, I probably wouldn't tell him it's not the right time. I'll probably accept it. But I'd love leverage. I'd love to have leverage instead. That's okay. In the following, if I say people, hey, to the Fridays you're here and 20 people pull up, I'd love to be able to have that type of leverage before we talk to labels. Because if I have leverage, then they can cut less.
So, but you are open to signing?
Yeah, I'm definitely open to signing. But at this stage, no, it's all good. I'm trying to do this myself. It's fine.
My guy, in closing, say whatever you want to tell your viewers and followers.
So yeah, guys, Versatyl here. Versatyl Ultra. Ultra is the name of the project. Dropping on the 1st of November. 111. Synchronicity, right? That's why I chose it. I don't know how many people see 111 on their phones every day. But yeah, the project's coming out. 8 songs. Midas Touch is already out now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I hope you guys enjoy the music.
Sibonge my guy. So kumina simple ke manje sengiyahamba. I'm gone. So a special shout out to Keep the Burning, a special shout out to Tech for the Future, special shout out to E Patient, special shout out to the mic. That's why we're recording.
Footage.
Namhlanje.
Take footage now.
Okay, ngizonibala ke our beautiful producers and cameras. We have Thabiso now, we have Umsa. Luva, wake up, lele. No vino call lapana. Executive. Holding executive producer, my guy. Thank you for coming. I'm out of here.
Yes, sir.
It's a wrap. I'm tired.